might as well start with the order of Thanksgiving Day proceedings. The Lions will be taking on the Bears this Thursday at 12:30 Eastern, but the Bears are making maybe the most headlines across the NFL this evening. I am living in Michigan, and so I've not been privy to everything happening there in Chicago, but I think you have some updates for us.
Yeah, so a story broke this morning. It actually broke on the. Are you familiar with? Do you have the Patch network of local papers?
I heard of it tonight. I looked up. Yeah, I didn't know anything about
it. Now the writer is actually a Pulitzer Prize winning writer,
and the only tidbit I found too.
And he's connected, so to speak, within the city realm, and he reported and tweeted out that the Bears will be cutting ties with Matt Nagy after this short week after the Thanksgiving game.
Win or lose, he's out.
He's out.
According to this writer, a respected writer, but he does not cover the Bears typically.
No.
As far as I know. He's got inside information that he felt comfortable going to the world with.
Yeah, and for some weird reason, because he doesn't cover the Bears, makes it seem all that more legit. To me, you know what I mean? Like why would he even bother to put himself out there with this news? So Nagy, I do this every week. Man-child. Nagy comes out finally at around noon after a couple walkthroughs and says, this report is inaccurate. I am in constant conversation with upper management, and they've not told me of any such thing.
I think you'd be the last to know. And why would they tell him before he's fired that he's going to be fired?
Right. Why would you tell you're a lame duck going into the game? Right. Because I'm sure they want to try and win the game.
If they told him before, wouldn't he try to sabotage this game?
Yeah. Wouldn't they just be like, you're out?
Yeah.
Like, we're going to let you coach one more because it's a short week.
Yeah.
But I think, to me, the biggest news here is there hasn't been one peep out of the Bears organization.
Confirming nor denying.
Yes. You could have come to the side of your head coach. Any one of the McCaskies involved in this, or your GM, Pace, like anyone could have come out and said this is an erroneous report. No one has said a word.
Well, he's definitely been an embattled coach. I thought he was going to lose his job over a month ago. I think his play calling and not finding a way to protect their most valuable asset in Justin Fields might be, grounds for firing right there. Fields left the game last week with injured ribs is all I could get. And then I heard there was a spleen issue. He went to the hospital at one point because he had a spleen issue. So maybe the Bears brass just got fed up with him throwing their favorite Justin Fields to the wolves and not protecting him in any way and he's getting beat up.
The great thing that happened in that game, though, the Red Rifle came in and took care of business. Unfortunately, the defense let some guy who's never played an NFL game march down in 4 plays and score with 22 seconds left. But Red Rifle came in and took care of business. We had something just break here in Chicago.
What's going on?
Well, and story has now come out that apparently Nagy did meet with ownership before Tuesday's second walkthrough. So this would have been after he came out to the media and said everything was false.
Ooh.
And then later canceled the rest of the day's meetings.
Okay.
Well,
let's read between the lines here.
Let me get my thinking cap on.
Well, normally we do this podcast on a Wednesday night. We're doing it on a Tuesday because of the crazy holiday week. So we would have probably been better off waiting till tomorrow to get that kind of news. But I think we're going to have some significant news on Wednesday, but we'll be able to keep up with that on social media. So, wow.
Yeah. There
Strange things are afoot at Hallis Hall.
Yes, this literally alert just popped up on my screen. I'm like, oh, nice. we got a closer for the show tonight. Breaking news.
That's perfect.
All the walkthroughs are canceled. the second after he finally met with ownership.
I mean, did they just fire him or not? Like, what are they doing? Like, they found out he's going to be fired, or so?
I mean,
weird.
I don't even understand how you show up. I wouldn't show
Well, that's
up.
the thing. That's why I'm questioning all of this. But whatever. It's the Bears.
The Bears.